Hey guys, in this video I want to do a follow-up to my deadlift single video which I made yesterday. I'm going to link that below if you want to check it out. There's the link. Go drop down below, check it out, watch the video, and then come back and watch this one. I received a few questions about my deadlift singles routine, so that's what this video is about. Before I get into that topic, guys, I encourage you to please check out my new book called Massive Iron. That is linked below. It is a base building system for those of you in your first several years of training. It's going to help you build as much muscle as possible. It's going to help you build as much strength as possible. It's a power building program. If you're frustrated with your results and want to improve your results, please check out my book. Now let's talk about the deadlift singles program. I was asked several questions. I was asked, did I run it personally? The answer to that question is yes. I ran it for about 12 to 18 months. I started with about 365 pounds for about 10 minutes of singles, and then I kind of alternated between a 10-minute single period, a 10-minute single week, and a 5-minute single week. The 10-minute single week, I started with 365 for max singles. And the 5-minute single week, I started with about 405 pounds for max singles. So I was asked, did this help me increase my deadlift strength? Yes. My deadlift strength was about 445, 450 when I started the program. When I completed the program, 12 to 18 months later, I forget how much it was, I was pulling about 545 for a double or triple. So it helped me, over the time I used it, I increased my deadlift strength by about 100 pounds. I increased my max by about 100 pounds. So I started with 365 for max singles for 10 minutes. And the next week, I started with 405 pounds for max singles for 5 minutes. And when I got to about 8 to 10 singles in 10 minutes, I would add weight on my light week. When I got to about 5, 6, 7, 8 singles, whatever, I would add weight on my heavier week. I didn't really go with a specific amount of singles I was trying to reach each week. I just kind of, when I progressed a little bit and I felt comfortable with the weight, I added weight on those weeks, and it helped me progress. One of the reasons why I feel this is a good way to train using rest pause deadlift singles is that instead of focusing like on linear progression, instead of focusing on adding 5, 10 pounds every week, I was able to go into the gym and just try to improve each workout by a rep. Now, focusing on just adding a rep doesn't seem like you're accomplishing much. It doesn't seem like you're improving much. But when you're just adding a rep or 2 reps every workout, it adds up rather quickly. You'll notice, after a year of doing this, of just trying to beat your previous performance by a rep, that you're making substantial quality progress. Over the years, I've really found that if you focus on improving your workouts by just a rep or 2, or improving your sets by just a rep or 2 every workout, it'll increase your maxes, it'll increase your strength, it'll increase your muscle mass quicker than you expect. So yes, I do believe it's an effective program. It helps you focus on just beating your last workout by a single rep. And if you take that focus, you're going to improve quite rapidly. So I was also asked what kind of assistance work I did with this type of programming. I did kind of a power building assistance work with my deadlifts. I always backed it up with heavy power shrugs, primarily sets of 3, 5, or 10 based on how I felt that day. So sometimes I went heavier if I had the energy. Sometimes I just went lighter and did 10 rep sets of power shrugs or 8 rep sets of power shrugs. I also backed that up with either heavy dumbbell or barbell rows. And again, the reps for the dumbbell or barbell rows were based on how I felt that day. I tended to do a lot of 10 to 20 rep sets of dumbbell rows, maybe 1 or 2 sets. And then for barbell rows, it was usually 5 to 8 to 10 rep sets. So I backed up my deadlifts with a lot of power shrugs, with a lot of dumbbell rows, with a lot of barbell rows. And I also did every week stiff leg deadlifts. At the time, I did a lot of barbell stiff leg deadlifts, but recently I'm doing more dumbbell stiff leg deadlifts. I'm tending to prefer the dumbbell variation because it feels lighter personal, or not lighter, it feels better for me personally on my knees. So that's just a personal choice. I would give both dumbbell and barbell stiff leg deadlifts a try and see what you see which ones you prefer. So I hope these questions have helped you a bit. I believe this is a good program. And if you are just kind of stagnating on your deadlift, it's worth a shot. Just kind of try to improve each workout by at least a rep. Back it up with a quality amount of assistance work, and I think you should see some good gains. And again, if you run this program, please let me know your results. I'd love to hear how you're doing. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, I keep a link below to a Q&A. Come on over, ask me any questions you want on strength training, muscle building, diet, nutrition, supplementation, or motivation. And again, I would appreciate you checking out my new book, Massive Iron. It is linked below. It'll help you build as much strength and muscle mass as possible during your first several years of training. Or if you're simply stagnating with your training, it'll help you get back on track. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.